This is a Quick Take Geo special. I'm Kurumi Mori at the site of the 2011 triple disaster. Behind me is a reminder of the devastation.
Major earthquake that was revised to magnitude 8.4.
7.3 meter tsunami wave hit Fukushima prefecture in northeastern Japan.
It's been 10 years since the earthquake, tsunami, and nuclear meltdown devastated the region. But the struggles and pain live on. We take a look at how residents are faring in their long road to recovery. A decade on, but radiation fears linger. We visit a group of moms in Fukushima working to monitor contamination that can't be seen, smelled, or felt. Recovery through craft beer. The story of one American scientist who quit his job to become a brewer in the hard-hit city of Kisunuma. Plus, the father of a 12-year-old victim who's hoping to run in the delayed Olympic torch relay. He says it's the perfect way to honor his late daughter. Just one of these luxury strawberries go for about $10 a piece. We head to a revitalized farm town growing these edible jewels. The 2011 mega disaster destroyed cities and towns throughout the Tohoku region. Buildings were flattened, communities devastated, and left nearly 20,000 victims dead or missing. Tohoku includes 3 prefectures: Fukushima, Miyagi, and Iwate. First, a magnitude 9 earthquake struck off the Pacific coast of Japan on March 11, 2011 at 2:46 p.m. local time. It was the most powerful ever recorded in the country's history. That triggered a massive tsunami with waves reaching as high as a 12-story building.
A big part of that area has been flooded from the tsunami rapidly.
What happened next was unprecedented. The tsunami caused nuclear accidents at 3 reactors in the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant complex. Massive radiation forced some 160,000 people to evacuate from around the plant. The triple hit has led to one of Japan's most devastating events in history, with the nuclear cleanup costs alone estimated at $200 billion. The Daiichi plant has since stabilized, but its problems are far from over. About 900 tons of melted fuel debris remains inside the damaged reactors, and their safe removal could take at least 30 years to finish, according to the government.
ああいう意味でやっぱりちょっと計画的にですね、一翼の廃炉を捉えて作業が進められるような環境になってきたと、ある意味ステージが大きく私は変わったと思ってます。一方で去年また4月には新たに今度は日本海溝で大きな津波が来そうだと、切迫性があるということで、これについても来年度再来年度ぐらいでやっぱり防潮堤をですね、増設新設ないしはかさ上げ等をしてですね、対応する必要があると。やっぱ新たな問題がどんどん出てきたりしているというのも我々の大きな課題、これにもしっかりと遅滞なくですね、対応していくというのが必要になってくるかと思います。
Here in Fukushima Prefecture, a group of local mothers got together to form a laboratory in order to inspect the radiation levels in the food, soil, and water. Here's their story.
原発事故が一番心配だとやっぱ子供のことなんですけど、うちに戻ってきた時になんかその放射能に対して全く知識がなかったので、何をどうやって対処していいかわからない。
Ai Kimura carries out complicated measurements for radiation every day. But she was never trained as a scientist.
科学に関する知識は全くなくって、私高校までしか行ってないんですけど、一応高校では理系を専攻してたので、そのレベルです。
She's part of Tarachine, a donations-based NGO set up by mothers who live about an hour's drive away from the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. The plant was destroyed by the 2011 earthquake and tsunami.
まずもともとなんで測定始めたかっていうと、やっぱり2011年3月11日の原発事故でこの辺りの地域が全部汚染されてしまって、でお母さんたちはその日の夕ご飯のおかずを何を子供に食べさせたらいいか、明日のお弁当に何を持たせたらいいか、水は飲ませていいのか、水道水は安全なのかっていう不安からこの測定室は立ち上がっているので。
Tarachine, which means mother, employs 14 full-time staff.
このタラチネの意味は皆さんお母さんっていうと柔らかくて優しいっていうイメージ一般に持たれると思うんですけれども、実は母親っていうのはやっぱり家族を守る責任があって、
People send in various samples, such as food, soil from kindergartens, and dust from vacuum cleaners, all to get tested for free.
タラチネの放射能測定は、今現在測定している各種はセシウムの134とセシウム137、それとストロンチウム90とトリチウムを測定をしています。例えばストロンチウム90の測定などは民間の測定機関に頼むと1資料20万円から25万円かかるんですけれども、タラチネは同じぐらいの精度の測定結果を得られる測定なんですが、それも無料で行っています。
最近はコロナウイルスの影響で直接測定室まで持ってくることが難しくなっているので、郵送で送ってくださる方が増えています。放射性セシウムを測るのはタラチネでやっている、測定の中では一番単純な測定なんですけれども、この後、この椎茸を刻んで、測定、容器に詰めて測定器に、かけます。届いてから、1日2日で、測定結果を出すことはできます。
Tarachine's ability to measure tritium and strontium is unusual for a citizen-led lab.
私たちの市民目線でいろいろ本を読んだり何かして、ただやっぱりストロンチウム90とかトリチウムの測定っていうのは専門家でもなかなか難しいんですね。だからその時はやはり専門家に手ほどきを受けないとまずそのイロハも入ることができないので。
Radiation exposure can lead to an increased risk of cancer. The government tests radiation on farm products, and it says foods and grocery stores are safe. While radiation levels have improved since 2011, there's still a long road ahead.
ものによっては数値が下がってるっていうものもありますが、タケノコとか山菜のように何年測ってもやっぱ変わらないっていうものもあります。身近に放射能を理解できる立場であるので、やっぱり限りなくゼロに近いものを食べさせたいなと思っています。放射能の汚染はまだ10年かっていう全然収束に向かっているとは全く思っていません。
These mothers continue to fight for the future of their children and beyond.
やはりその300年後の子どもたちがどう生きているかっていうところのその何か土台のようなものを作っていくのも今の段階だと思っているので、全てできるとは思ってませんけれども、やっぱりそのことに少しでも貢献するっていうことも今のタラチネには求められていることなんじゃないかなと思っています。
I'm Kurumi Mori in Fukushima Prefecture, and this is Quicktake Geo. Still ahead. She was swallowed up by the tsunami and barely escaped with her life. An innkeeper from Iwate Prefecture recounts that fateful day. And the love of one father keeping his daughter's memory alive. He's hoping to honor her by running in the delayed Olympic torch relay. Their stories coming up. Akiko Iwasaki was running for higher ground when the 2011 tsunami hit her hometown. She is still the manager of Horaikan Inn, a beachside hotel in Kamaishi City.
いつも避難訓練をするときに避難場所が蓬莱館だったんですよ。でここで駐車場で避難訓練をするというのだったので、駐車場に皆さん溜まって、私たちはその前に逃げてしまってたので、呼びに行こうと思ったんですね。
She thought her life was over.
上がって全員上がったよと思った瞬間にここで飲まれたんですね。ここでもう水がわーっと。そうですね。
She was able to climb onto a bus being swept away and eventually was pulled up onto the hill.
あの時津波は実はここまで来てるんですね。
ここまでですか？
そうです。ここに来ってたので、だから今向こうに下にある海がここまで上がってくるっていうね。
Kamaishi, known as Japan's city of steel, fish, and rugby, was chosen as one of 12 to host the 2019 Rugby World Cup. And its new memorial stadium is a beacon of hope for the town and its people.
頑張ってなんかふるさと作ってるからっていうのをぜひ見に来てほしいなって思います。今の若い人たちもとても頑張ってます。いいアイデアをくれるし、私たち以上にふるさとを美しいままに残したいっていう若い人たちがいっぱいいるので、ぜひ日本の未来は暗くないぞって見に来てください。
Next, we head to Ishinomaki, one of the many cities along this northeastern coast of Japan devastated by the tsunami. We meet one father who lost his daughter named Mai.
Mai も土の中から見つかりました。
Noriyuki lost his 12-year-old daughter here in the 2011 tsunami. And this behind me is what remains of her Okawa Elementary School where she attended. The water then came up to where that white sign is up on that hill, and if the 84 of them had just evacuated above that white sign, then their lives could have been saved. Instead, the teachers led the students this way, the wrong direction, because this is a dead end, and that's where the waves crashed over them.
見つかった時は足が見えて学校の上靴を履いてました。そこに漢字で書いてあったんですね。見つかった時も眼鏡をしたままでした。そんな状態で舞もたくさんの子供と一緒に土の中から見つかりました。もし会えたらただ抱きしめたい、言葉には何もできないので強く抱きしめたいですね。
Noriyuki wants the world to know what happened here and says the Olympics torch relay was the perfect opportunity. He applied and was selected as one of the torchbearers who reflect the Olympic spirit.
ただ走るだけではなくて、やっぱり舞と走りたい、子どもたちと走りたい。
10 years after the disaster, roughly 2,500 people are still missing, leaving loved ones searching for answers. One of them is 64-year-old Yasuo Takamatsu. Here's his story.
連れて帰りたいなっていうのがあってですね。
Yasuo Takamatsu learned how to dive after losing his wife Yuko. She's been missing since the 2011 tsunami hit their hometown of Onagawa. Yasuo wanted to search for her remains. Now he dives every single week.
会いに行くみたいな感じですかね。海の中に妻がいるんだと思うとね、やっぱり捜索もそうですけども、普段のその練習の時でもなんかちょっと会いに行くような感じ、近くにいるのかなというような感じで。
Once a month, the 64-year-old also joins underwater searches organized by local authorities.
今までそうですね、捜索とかいろいろしてるんですけども、妻のものはまだ見つかってはいないですね。他にはいろんなそのアルバムだったり衣類だったりっていうのは誰のかわかんないんですけどね、そういうのは見つかってますね。
Yasuo still hangs on to hope of finding her body.
最近でもそのご遺骨が見つかったとかね、そういういろんなニュースがあるんで、やっぱり諦めずにね、捜索続けるのが大切かなと思っています。送った最初で最後になっちゃったんですけど、メールがあってですね、帰りたいっていう一言が書いてあったんですよ。それでやっぱり今でも帰りたいだろうなと、連れて帰りたいなっていうのがあってですね。
You're watching a Quicktake Geo special. Coming up, we take a look at how local businesses are rebuilding and finding new ways to move forward. Want a taste? We head to the once devastated strawberry fields of Miyagi to learn the story behind one of the most expensive strawberries in the world. Plus, we meet the American chemist using his passion for craft beer to help try and revive a port city decimated by the tsunami. We're in the town of Yamamoto in southern Miyagi Prefecture. It's known for strawberries. In 2011, the tsunami washed over this entire area, wiping out nearly all of the strawberry farms. But now the industry is showing signs of revival using new tech.
一番グレードが高いものが磨きいちごのプラチナというもので1粒1000円として販売させていただいております。通常のそのいちごの収穫に比べてですね、やはり長い期間収穫ができ、あとはその品質も安定してですね、収穫量も通常よりもかなり多く取れるような栽培技術っていうのを使ってですね、いちごの生産をやっております。ハウスではですね、そのいちごのためにその加温、暖房をつけたり、暑ければ転送を開けてですね、気温を下げたり、そういったその環境制御を行っておりまして、であとはその農業と IT ということで、データですね、こういったものを収集してですね、そのいちごが育ちやすい環境っていうのを作っております。 現在その山本町ではですね、震災前よりもそのいちごの生産量っていうのが多い状態になっておりまして、そういったところではですね、その震災の復興っていうところに関してはある程度できてきてるんじゃないかななんて思います。
Here at Ichigo World, there are 3 classes of strawberries, silver, gold, and platinum. Kita told me that only 1 in 100 strawberries can be sold as platinum. Let's see. Is this one? Looks pretty good.
この状態でもっと完熟になっている状態ですね。なかなか見づらくてって感じですけど。で今これだとまだダメですよ。まだ全然もう1日2日ぐらい。
That one's really good. It's like pow, full of flavor.
An American brewer is using craft beer to try and revive a Japanese port city that was devastated by the 2011 tsunami. Let's go meet James.
I really want BTB to be part of showing the world that, yeah, this terrible thing happened, but that's not the sum total of what this city is. I'm from Portland, Oregon. So I'm originally trained as a chemist. I have a PhD in theoretical chemistry, and I used that for about 13 years working for a software company. And for me, I got to a point where I wanted to finally do something that I was really passionate about. And for me, that was beer and making beer and craft beer and that whole culture.
One chance encounter led James from making beer out of his kitchen in Portland all the way to Kisanuma, Japan.
And there's a big homebrewing store in Portland. It's about 100 years old. And I was going there, my wife came with me. So she just went up to these 2 gentlemen and started talking to them. And it turns out one of the he imports beer into Japan from Portland. And he found out about this project where they wanted to put a brewery into Kisanuma, and he's like, I have this project that I'm being pulled in on, and maybe you'd like to learn more about it. And so here we are 6 years later.
Kisanuma is not a major city in Japan, but locals say it has its charms.
美味しい料理とあったかい人ですね。あと最高の港町いっぱいあるんですけど。
In 2011, the tsunami hit this area hard, and it's still recovering. Kazuya Tanji discovered Kisanuma while volunteering after the 2011 disaster. As he spent more time here, he too fell in love with the city.
本当に側溝の泥かきですとか、津波で流された家の瓦礫処理とか、本当にできることを、体は人一倍でかかったんで力もあったんで、そういう力仕事とかもしてましたね。
Today, Black Tie Brewing says it hopes to promote the Made in Kisanuma brand to revive the city.
ブラックタイドの缶ビールないしはドラフトのビールを飲んだ時に気仙沼ってどこだって思ってもらって、それで、クラフトビールきっかけで気仙沼に来てくれるお客様を増やすっていうのが、僕としてのゴールですね。
When people hear of Kisanuma, they think, oh, that was that city up in Tohoku that got really hit by that tsunami. But this city is way more than that, and it's going to be more than that into the future. So I really want BTB to be part of, showing the world that, yeah, this terrible thing happened, but that's not the sum total of what this city is. There's way more to that, and it's got a bright future. We're building it back, and it's already been built back mostly.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of Quicktake Geo, 10 years on from the 2011 triple disaster in Japan. For more, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Quicktake. Bye for now. The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quicktake now for insight in an instant.